Hi, this is Juliana, and it's week 6. This was essays on teachers and students. And both of these essays definitely were in support of the method. Obviously, the second one was obviously in support of that. And while I still don't, I think, fully agree with the method, I will say I think that I misunderstood a lot about it. And I think a lot of people still misunderstand a lot of elements of it. And so I definitely see the helpfulness of a lot of the activities. And I see that, it was never anyone's, it was never Strasberg's intention or seemingly the teachers after him that somebody would so put on a role that they could not get out of it. And I think I talked about in one of my other discussions that, I've had young students who have, teenagers who are like still trying to find themselves, and they've really taken on some of the attributes of the role that they're playing. And, it never turns out well for them because they're not like the suave guy anymore. They're not, the really popular girl or whatever, but they've taken on those attributes and they're just not working for them. So I definitely would say that I would not ever, become a method teacher for younger students, but I see the good parts of it as well. And these essays really helped me with this. On Deb Margolin's was really kind of, this sounds so silly, but kind of like touched my heart about the way that she talked about how they did use the method. It was just kind of chaotic, and it just reminds me of the chaoticness of backstage or of putting on a play. And, she said something about, acting is running fire drills during a fire drill or during a real fire. And I think that that's so funny because I grew up in community theater, and, now I work at a school that we really don't have a budget for theater, and it's not really, respected. It's getting better, but it's just not really respected. So we don't really have that budget and not a lot of help. It's, me as a one-person team. And there's a lot of times where we have to we just use everything that we can. We use what's been left over from years past. And it's this process of, we're getting to the last day and things are not done no matter how hard we've worked. But it always gets done. It always, we may be having to make changes last minute, but that's the crazy thing about plays is somehow they always work out. And that really, I just thought that was really neat because that's how I feel a lot of the time, but I also really enjoy that feeling. Not at the time I don't, but after when I look back, I'm like, oh, that was so fun. And then I went on stage or, I saw my actors get on stage and do what I had taught them. So that was really neat. But I think that at the end, I do see the point of it. I just don't think I'm sold on using it fully myself, but definitely using some of the exercises. The last thing I want to comment on, and, would like to know what others thought about this, but in the video with Lin-Manuel Miranda, when he says, sometimes you go to your parties and sometimes you do your work, I love, obviously everybody loves Hamilton and Lin-Manuel, but there was something that rubbed me a little falsely about that, or a little bit wrongly about that, because, he said, oh, your friends will still be there. And I was like, no, they won't still be there. They will not stand for that for very long. And of course I understood what he was going for. He was like, kids, don't go to parties and do drugs, do your work. I just thought it was something that he's such a wonderful person. And I just thought, that was something that hit me kind of funnily and rubbed me the wrong way. But on the other hand, it was all because of wait for it, and the genius that is Hamilton. So overall, really enjoyed this one. Got a lot out of it. Thank you.